What's up everybody, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be working on this 2001 Toyota Rav4. Apparently it has a blown motor. One of the rods came through the block, so we're going to be replacing the engine with the used JDM motor. Alright, so I started removing the harness, some of the accessories. I'm going to remove all the transmission bolts. I also removed the throttle body. I'm going to drain the coolant, the oil, some of the fluids, and I should be ready to pull it out. Okay, guys, so I'm gonna tell you the story behind this car. Pretty much the owner went to buy a used car. He didn't take a mechanic to inspect the car. He bought it as is, no warranty. As soon as he drove out of the lot, this happened. Blew a rod through the oil pan. Here's a piece of the rod. So, little word of advice. If you guys are gonna buy a used car and you have no experience or don't know what to look for, take a mechanic and have them check it for you. That way you have a better chance of this not happening to you. Okay, so I removed the oil pan. You can see some of the pieces from the piston and the rods. So this is the motor from underneath. Okay, so I'm able to see the bottom of the motor. There's a stuck or jammed rod. I'm gonna have to remove that rod because the crankshaft won't be able to rotate if I don't remove it, and I gotta be able to rotate the crank so I can remove the flex plate bolts. Okay, so I pretty much disconnected everything. I disconnected the power steering, the harness that goes from to the back of the motor. I removed the pulley. I was trying to remove this tension right here, but the bolt was too long. I couldn't take it out. But I mean, it's pretty much ready to come out. The motor's out. We can take a better look at the damage. Okay guys, so I pulled out the motor already. This is the old one, the damaged one. I'm gonna remove the head and put it on the other one. Okay, so I already removed the valve cover and the front cover, and this is what the motor looks like. So just by looking at the motor, you're able to tell that whoever was the owner of this vehicle previously, they didn't do their oil changes on time. And this is what it looks like when you don't change your oil. Okay, so here's the old block, the one with the damage on the side. And this is the motor I'm gonna be using. As you guys can see, it's different because this one has a high pressure for the direct injection, the high pressure pump. And this one doesn't have it. So I'm not able to use the head because this head is different. This one has 8 ports for the intake. And the one I'm gonna be using is this one. I got it back already from the machine shop. So as you can see, this one has 4 ports, and this one's the port injection. And then this one right here, it's the direct injection, so it's different. I'm not gonna be able to use that head. The block should be the same, with an exception of a few accessories that I'm not gonna be able to use, but I'm gonna swap them from this one to that one. I'm gonna be using the front cover from the original motor and the valve cover, just in case. I'm gonna be replacing the head gasket, valve cover gasket. I'm gonna put a rear main, the front seal, antifreeze, oil, a new thermostat, new water pump, spark plugs, and an oil filter. Okay, so I'm about to remove the head on the motor I'm gonna be using. This is how the head looks like. It's a lot cleaner than the other one. So on this motor, it looks like they actually did a oil change often. It looks pretty clean. So I'm gonna go ahead and remove the head so I can install the other one on. Okay, so I got the head off from the direct injection motor. That's the head right there. And there's a difference on the pistons on the design. That's from the direct injection. This is from the port, and it's different, so I'm still gonna put the head on and it should work. I already did my research and everything should work fine, so we'll see what happens. Okay, I already finished putting the motor together, so I'm about to drop it in. I'm gonna prep the engine bay and then I'll drop in the motor. Okay, so I dropped it back in. I put everything back together. It started right up. I mean, it's idling really nice. So I gotta test drive it now and see how it runs.